So that's how I got started racing on the streets. My name is Melva Frazier, and I've been driving for 71 years. When I first got my driver's license, I was 14 years old. My mother was deceased and my dad had Parkinson's, so I needed to drive him to and from work, and so I got what was called a hardship license that they could issue at age 14. So that's when I was licensed to drive. I'd been driving a little while before that, but on the sly. When I first got my license, I was still, of course, in high school, and so I did a little racing. Some boy had this red-hot Oldsmobile. He was so sure that he could clean my clock, he said. So I said, how about quarter mile? I said, how about $20? He didn't have $20, but he had gas money, and I got it. That was the first time, and then that got to be a pretty regular habit. I was challenged by several of these guys that had these little hot machines that they were pretty sure no girl could outrun. It was a lot of fun. Well, I started working on my car with my brothers because I was always snooping around watching them when they would change the oil or change the tires or brake shoes or things like that, and I learned. Well, the first time I raced against my brother, oh, this is not a good story. I was dating somebody that he didn't think I should be dating, and the guy was in my car with me, and my brother took off in pursuit. And unfortunately, a police officer in pursuit of him. So they followed me, and I thought, oh, I'm really, really caught. Then I remembered there's a dirt road that turns to the left, a few more blocks down. So I thought, when I get to that road, I'm slamming on these brakes, and I am going sideways around that corner. And so did my Marine brother. The policeman, however, was not so fortunate. He was not happy. Oh, the first car was a '39 Mercury. Much different in body style than this one. And then I've had 13 since then. Oh, well, 12 since that one. So a total of 13. So this is a beautiful Mercury. I love it. So if you're a driver, you need to know how to drive safely. And you have to know how to maintain your car in order to do that. First of all, when I teach someone to drive, the very first rule I tell them is, you never have the right to cause any other driver around you to change what they are doing. You have no right to make them slow down, speed up, move over, or stop for you. Never, never text while you drive. You need to know how big your car is. And if you don't know that, you need to go someplace like maybe a school parking lot when there's no one there, and go where you think you're right on the line, stop the car, get out and go see where you are. Maintain your car. You need to check all the fluids in your car regularly. Good. That's good. We checked the transmission already. You need to check your tire pressure. Time for tires. My dime won't stick. You need to know that tire pressure changes in different weather. You need to always check your brakes. If you ever hear a squeak, you need to go have the shoes changed, your linings changed on your brakes. Be very careful about keeping that radiator fluid clean. Keep good antifreeze in it. Belts are nice and tight. You have to replace those and the hoses periodically. You need to keep the air filter clean. Change it every time you change the oil. Check your windshield wiper blades. They need to be changed periodically. These things are all covered in your manual. You don't need to be a rocket scientist. All you can need to do is be able to read to learn how to maintain your car. If you can't do the things for yourself, then know where you need to take it to have these things done. If you do that, then you'll save the engine of your car and consequently be much safer. Driving has given me a world of independence. It's given me lots of freedom and lots of opportunities to give other people freedom and independence by driving them places. And now that I volunteer and drive, I drive seniors a lot of places. And I do that because so many of the seniors that I drive feel that they're independent and they don't have to depend on their family. They don't have to beg for a ride to the grocery store or to the doctor or to the beauty salon. So I feel very good about giving back in that way. Driving has always been very important to me, and good driving especially. I've always been very proud of being a good, safe driver. It was a little bit careless and a little bit foolish, but it was a lot of fun then, I thought.